Hi and welcome. Today you're going to learn how to do 10 things on the Microsoft Office Word Home toolbar that will help you format documents in a way that expresses greater variety and so will be more interesting to a reader. Let's start by choosing a type font. First, I'm going to scroll down so that we have some blank screen. And then I'm going to bring the cursor up to the top of the toolbar almost all the way to the left where those little words are and click on the arrow. This opens the type font menu. Right here are the ones that I've been using recently, but the type font starts with A and goes all the way to the end of the alphabet. There are many, many type fonts. I'm just going to scroll down for a minute so you can start to get a sense of how many different type fonts there are. Each type font has its own feel. You might say its own personality. And you can really use this to your advantage when you're creating a project. You can gear the type font to the target audience. For example, if you were designing something meant for children, you might want to choose something a little bit more informal and playful. If you were gearing it towards the board of directors, though, you might want to choose a type font that's more serious and formal. I'm going to go down almost to the end of the alphabet to the T's because I want to choose Times New Roman, which is a classic, much used type font in the publishing world and in academia. And let's see, let's write something. Texas Tech University rocks. But that's a little bit small. Let's make it bigger so that we can see it. To do that, I'm going to come right up near the type font menu, which is where we just were, and go over to the right, and on that arrow, when I click, it opens up the type font size menu. And I can scroll down here and go all the way up to 48, even to 72 points. Type fonts are written in points. But I'm going to settle on a 48 point size for today. And that's certainly big enough to see, but if I wanted it to be even brighter, I would go just below where we were to that B. When I click on the B, which stands for bold, it makes it even brighter, and the button to the right of it with the I stands for italics, so we can italicize it. The one just to the right of that with a U stands for underline, and we can underline it. So already you've learned how to do 5 things. Select a type font, select a type font size, embolden, italicize, and underline. But I'm going to take off the underlining and the italics and the emboldening as we continue across the bottom of the toolbar to the right to a little button which says AB. When I click on that arrow, it opens up a color menu, and these are choices of colors for highlighting that we can put in back of the text. So yellow is a great choice because it's attention getting, but you can still see the type really well. Light green is good, light blue-green, light pink. But with the darker colors, it's harder to see the text, and so you might really want to think about that. In terms of keeping things user-friendly for the reader, I like to choose the lighter colors more. But we're going to return to no color right now and go to the next button, which is where we choose the color of the actual text itself. So let's select the text, open up that color menu. You'll see that towards the top are what are called themed colors. These are subtle gradations of various typically used colors. Below are standard colors, and red is, of course, one that's very much used. Let's embolden that so we can really see the color. But if you were working on a project to which themed colors or standard colors just weren't giving you the choices that you need, you can go ahead and open up the text color menu again. And if you go down towards the bottom, where it says more colors and click on that, then you go to a color wheel with a lot more choices. And I'm going to come up here because I like turquoise, and we can see that this is the current color of the text. This is the new color that we're previewing, and if that's all right, we can OK it by clicking on that, and we've got a whole new color of text. I want to return to black though because I think it's easier to see for the purposes of what we're doing here. All right, continuing on the bottom of the toolbar to the right of where we just were, these next three buttons are for alignment. You can see right now that our text is what is called aligned left. That means that the text is justified against the left-hand margin. But if we select it and press the next button, that will center our text. If we keep going, then that will align right, meaning that now the text is justified against the far right-hand margin. I like it in the center though, and so let's keep it there. Okay, to recap, you've just learned how to do 10 things in Microsoft Office Word's Home Toolbar. You've learned how to select your type font, how to select a type font size, how to embolden, italicize, and underline, how to select a highlight color to go in back of your text, how to select a text color, how to align left, center, or align right. I hope this screencast was helpful and that you learned some new things. Thanks for your attention and have a great day.